Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. The Rainbow Warriors, number 3 in the country, taking on the Pioneers of Tusculum. And now let's take a look at the Tusculum stat leaders, James.
We have Wingo, who has 1.198 hitting percentage, which is a little bit on the lower side, but again, great passer. In the middle, we have Makovic, who has the highest hitting percentage on the team at 277. And then we have Landry, who's hitting a 134 to add to the Tusculum's hitting percentage.
All right, let's take a look at this season's stat comparisons. Dyslexic records, Tusculum at 1-6, Hawaii sitting at 6-1. And as you would expect, Hawaii dominating every category. One that really stands out, though, is that Tusculum has played 7 matches like Hawaii, but they only have 19 service aces compared to Hawaii's 62, and they have committed 106 service errors. All right, Kanai, how about for Hawaii?
Yeah, so for Hawaii, here's our leader, Spiros Hakas, hitting 384 on the season with nearly 4 kills a set. I challenge him to get really running from the service line, though. I think he could get his service aces up with only 6 on the season. Alakaitan lighting it up this season, proving to the coaching staff, proving to himself that he could be that opposite for this Hawaii team. And then Guillermo Voss doing what he always does, hitting over 500 and just blocking everyone. So these are stat leaders.
Well, the countdown has begun, so let's talk about this matchup, Hawaii-Tusculum. You heard Charlie using the load management, something he's done the last couple of years, something you always hear in the NBA, right? Load management, and with a big matchup coming up next Wednesday with Stanford, give some of these guys a little bit of a rest. So we get to see Louis Sakanoko on the left side. Now, if you remember, last time we saw Louis was in this gym, and we kind of anointed him right away as the starting opposite. It didn't work out that way. Alakai Todd had a great road trip, but we now get to see him over in his more natural spot on the left side. What are you expecting from Sakanoko?
Yeah, so hearing from Charlie, right, talking about that road trip, talking about how Louis has only been here for a month, right? So there's going to be real high points like we saw in his first match coming out here, tying the school ace record in his first match ever as an 18-year-old. I mean, wow, right? And then going on the road and having 7 service errors in one match. So there's these real highs, some lows. It'll just be evening him out. And I'm really excited to see how he does in front of this home crowd, how he does in more high-pressure situations. I think he's going to do really well tonight.
Hawaii, I think, is just going to have to take care of their side. They're going to put a lot of new players, a lot of people that aren't used to starting. They're just going to have to come up confident, cool, calm, and collected. And I think we all know in which favor this game's going to go.
Well, and also it'll be fun to watch Tusculum because there'll probably be more people in the arena tonight than live in the town that they're at. I mean, it's a very small school in the sticks in eastern Tennessee, but getting a chance to talk to some of the players during warm-ups, they sound like they're here for the experience more than anything. Sounds like they're looking to have a good time, and we'll see what happens, I guess.
Absolutely. And just a side note, Tusculum is one of the few universities that has men's beach volleyball. So maybe they'll play some beach on the side.
And I think, again, Hawaii, one of the best places to play in the world. It's going to be such an awesome experience for them. I think they're just going to take it and run and just have fun with it tonight.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. First meeting ever between these two schools. Hawaii, Tusculum. 3 of us will be back after set number 2. But coming up next, Hawaii, Tusculum with Kanoa and Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, volleyball fans, happy Aloha Friday and welcome to another exciting evening of Warrior Ball 24. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem and Hawaii Pono'i. And fans, please remove your hats. Veterans are encouraged to render a hand salute. Ladies and gentlemen, singing the national anthem tonight is a vocal student of Kalaniku de Lima and Hawaii Star's vocal contestant winner. She was also one of the teen choir members featured on Kalaniku and Kala'i Parish's single written for the Mānoa, We Are a Voice. Please welcome Ramsey Sadiarian.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, singing and playing Hawaii Pono'i on the steel guitar this evening. A graduate of Kamehameha Schools, comes from a rich legacy of Hawaiian music. Malie Lyman is well on her way to following the footsteps of her mother, Pomai, and her great beloved great-grandmother, Auntie Jinoa Keawe. She is currently pursuing a career in audio engineering at HCC's Melee program. Please welcome to the Simplify Arena, Malie Lyman.
Hawaii Pono'i Nana I Komoi Kalani Ali Keali Makualani e Kameha Meha e na kawe le me ka ihe makua lani e kameha meha e na kawa e pale
Ladies and gentlemen, give a nice round of applause, Malie Lyman and Ramsey Sadiarin.
Great job of the national anthem and Hawaii Pono'i. Tusculum all the way from Tennessee. First visit here to the state of Hawaii. In fact, most of the players have never been to Hawaii. Let's get ready for the starting lineups.
Aloha ahi ahi. Good evening, everyone. The Rainbow Ohana welcomes you to Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center on the campus of the University of Hawaii in majestic Mānoa for tonight's NCAA men's volleyball match featuring Independent Volleyball Association member, the Tusculum Pioneers. And representing the Big West Conference, your third-ranked Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Introducing the Tusculum Pioneers starting lineup. At outside hitter, 6'4" junior from Chester, Virginia, number 4, Declan Wingo. And middle blocker, 6'5" freshman from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 5, Morgan Makovic. At Libero 1, 5'11" senior from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 6, Taylor West. At middle blocker, 6'4" sophomore from Tucson, Arizona, number 9, Jaden Bramhall. At center, 6'3" sophomore from Allen, Texas, number 10, Tristan Blake. And outside hitter, 6' senior from Belle Rose, Louisiana, floor captain, number 11, Colby Landry. And at opposite, 6'6" freshman from League City, Texas, number 12, Cameron Reeder. The graduate assistant is Jacob Rambo. Director of volleyball operations, Alberto Chiapparini. Head coach for the Pioneers, Brian Buckius.
I feel the pain in my city wherever I go.
Meet and greet the starting lineup for your Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. At libero, 5'7" junior from Waialae, Oahu, number 5, Eleyu Choi. At opposite, 6'9" senior from Kailua, Oahu, number 14, Alakai Todd. And middle blocker, 6'7" freshman from Kaimuki, Oahu, number 19, Alex Parks. And outside hitter, 6' senior from Kaimuki, Oahu, number 20, Keone Thim. And middle blocker, 6'7" senior from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, number 21, Guilherme Voss. And outside hitter, 6'5" freshman from Paris, France, number 23, Louis Sakamoto. And at center, 6'8" freshman from Manhattan Beach, California, floor captain, number 13, Trent Rosenthal. Assistant coaches Ku Bonofei and Chad Giesman. Associate coach Milan Zarkovic. Head coach for your Rainbow Warriors, Charlie Wade.
To the serve and spike game, the Rainbow Warriors are swinging it right up there with the best of them, ranked in the top 5 nationally in aces, assists, and kills per set. 6'9" true freshman setter Trent Rosenthal isn't just big, but a big reason for Hawaii's success, offering up nearly 10 assists per set with a team-best 13 aces. Coming up, the first of a 2-match series between the Tusculum Pioneers and the 3rd-ranked Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. And with that, we welcome you inside Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Kanoa Leahy sitting next to Chris McLaughlin. C-Mac, take us through the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match.
Well, for Tusculum, it's ball control. This is what Coach Buckius says is his team does best. A real test will be the passing of Sakonoko and Thim's 70-mile-an-hour heaters. And for Hawaii load management, Charlie's buzzword this weekend is that he wants to make sure he has a fresh lineup for next Wednesday, so against number 4 Stanford. So watch for lots of bench this weekend,
including the first career start for this guy who will get us started, Alex Parks, the redshirt freshman out of Marino School. And he gets us underway. The D set goes to Cameron Reeder, freshman from League City, Texas. Hawaii transitions. It's Alaka'i Todd, who's averaging 3 kills per set this year, hitting .361, and had quite a road trip last week. The Hawaiian Financial FCU starting lineups will be scrolling at the bottom of your screen. As mentioned, first career start for Alex Parks. You're also going to see both Alaka'i Todd and Louis Sakonoko on the court at the same time, with Sakonoko playing the left side as opposed to some of the competition he and Alaka'i Todd have been undergoing at the opposite position. But a good put down there. Declan Wingo, he's the leading hitter for Tusculum, 6'4" junior from Chester, Virginia, averaging 2.8 kills per set.
Last week he was the offensive player of the week in that Intercollegiate Volleyball Association back east. That was a great swing right there. He really split the block.
Good serve by Tristan Blake, the setter. Here's Sakonoko, and he annihilates that set.
I believe you've used the word detonation more than once. That looked like a detonating shot, don't you think?
It's enough to make you rethink whether or not courtside seats were worth it.
Oh, it's so true.
I mean, it is dynamic what this guy has done in just the power he brings to the table. As you see, G. Voss, that's what he brings to the table, putting up the wall for his 19th block of the season. He's been doing it his entire career.
You know, he has great vision. He has great hands. He has a good first step as a middle blocker. Touches almost everything.
So here's Todd on the serve. And the block is up there on the Morgan Makovic swing. And so G. Voss already logging a couple of blocks, and Tread Rosenthal was jumping up next to him on that one.
Yeah, Makovic has had a couple pretty good swings and just got stuffed on both of them by a pretty good block.
Brian Buckius is in his 3rd season as head coach for Tusculum. And a service ace by Alaka'i Todd. He has served up an ace in every match he's played this season.
And he's serving in at about, I think, a 93% clip. Very high rate. So Charlie Way's very pleased with Alaka'i Todd's serving, to say the least.
5 serving 1. Took a little something off that time. Now the backside set. Declan Wingo able to go off the block for a Tusculum point. Pioneers began their men's volleyball program in 2020, as you mentioned, C-Mac, part of the newly rebranded Intercollegiate Volleyball Association, formerly the Independent Volleyball Association. We got 4 teams as part of that league here in 2024. D set, here's Todd. No blockers up. It was hitting lines on that occasion.
Once again, Tread Rosenthal does an amazing job of giving his hitters one-on-one or one-on-none situations, and they just love that. The timing and the connections are getting better and better every time we see these guys play with the new 17-year-old freshman.
Good look there at Charlie Wade in his 15th season as Louis Sakonoko getting ready to serve. And he hits his teammate in the dome.
And G. Voss looks around and goes, what just happened?
The toss was a little off there from Louis, and it has been a bit of a hot and cold situation from the service line for him. Of course, his debut was unbelievable, where he tied a single-match Hawaii record with 9 service aces. As that one will not be returned, give the kill to Keone Thim. But then, of course, he also recorded a match where he had 7 service errors. So it is literally hit or miss sometimes for Louis Sakonoko.
It's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde, as you say. And one of the reasons it's Jekyll and Hyde is that he tosses the ball so high, like Yuval Katz used to do back in the mid to late 90s. And in those days, you could catch the ball and then serve it again. Now, once you toss it, you got to hit it.
Yeah, it was interesting. They played a couple of matches on the road against Purdue Fort Wayne. Also went to Muncie to play Ball State last week. And Louis Sakanoko, because those were more intimate confines, struggled a little bit because he wasn't able to employ that high toss, and it sort of threw his serve out of rhythm. Much more cavernous here in the Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center.
To say the least, cavernous, perfect word for the SSC.
So here is Tread Rosenthal, a freshman from Manhattan Beach, California. And he is the team leader in this category. That is his 14th ace of the season. Hawaii up a handful. And remember, a guy who never was a spin jump server until he got to the Mānoa campus.
Notice his ratio there, 14 aces to 17 errors. That's an amazingly good ratio.
Outside set, that's Colby Landry able to use the block to his advantage. 6-foot senior out of the state of Louisiana, prepped at Assumption High School in Napoleonville. Does that sound familiar? Yes, that is the same high school program and same hometown as legendary Rainbow Wahine Kim Willoughby. Outside, here's Todd with a huge rip. And Hawaii gets the side and the point back in emphatic fashion.
It's the one rotation where Todd plays on the left on a serve receive, and he makes the most of it there. So the set will often go back. The setter will go stay away from that left side attacker who's normally a right side player, and they'll set it behind, but not that time.
Only Thim on the serve for Hawaii. Wingo is blocked, but he gets his own cover. And Reeder will send a freebie over the net. Rosenthal outside. Sakanoko is drifting a little bit on the swing. The cover by Thim. Backside, it's Todd. And he goes down the line. A little wrist away action that time by Alakati.
Well, he's developed so many shots. And he's played a lot of beach volleyball in his time. And that one there, hitting that little wrist away shot down the line, is kind of a little bit new to his repertoire. He's also got the cross-court cut shot now, too, which is more of a beach volleyball shot.
Largest lead of this first set for Hawaii. Trying to time this jump is Wingo. Easy dig there for Eleu Choi. Backside, Todd again against a solo block attempt. And he goes off the hands and out. 5 kills, 5 swings, no errors right now for Alakati Todd.
6'9" Todd against a 6'4" Wingo. Not a fair fight.
I mentioned on the road trip, averaged 4 kills per set, hit .471 over the 3 matches, and a career high 16 kills against Purdue Fort Wayne, and that's an ace, Keone Thim. And Hawaii putting together 4 straight points. And we're going to get a timeout from Brian Buckius. Hawaii has lit things aflame here from both the service line and at the net in set 1. Welcome back. Let's check out tonight's Hyundai head-to-head stat line. We're looking at the hitting percentages, and well, it's a little lopsided here at the moment in the first frame. Tusculum hitting 125 with 3 total kills. Hawaii 875, 7 kills on 8 swings, led by the 5 put-downs, courtesy Alakati Todd.
875? Are you kidding me? A monstrous number.
Out of the timeout, Keone Thim, the diving pass by the libero Taylor West, and they're going to say that hit clipped the block attempt by Todd. Todd disagrees vehemently, and Charlie Wade, never one to shy away from an opportunity to levy a challenge, is going to grab the Koa paddle. And we're going to have a review here. Dixon Chun, Randy Rubinall, the R1 and R2 respectively. Randy will be the one to don the headset to take on this review. Ryan Sakagawa and Kerwin Stenstrom are the 2 line judges.
I really like that last pass by Taylor West. He's the one who put it up originally, and here's a set to the outside, and there's the possible touch right there, or not. Alakati Todd is saying, Coach, no, you got to challenge it. I didn't touch it. Maybe it's a touch on right here.
Yeah, did Rosenthal maybe at the back end of the play get a piece? It doesn't look like Todd's block is anywhere near that ball at the net. Did it catch a piece of Tread Rosenthal? Possibly another aspect to review.
You're right. That may be the place where there was a touch. No. I think that's a no-touch call.
Well, the call on the floor was a touch, so Charlie looking for the reversal here. Tusculum coming in 1-6 overall this season. The Rainbow Warriors are 6-1. They do have a common opponent, Ball State. Hawaii, of course, with a 4-set victory in Muncie this past week. And you had a pair of matches that were played at Ball State from the Pioneers of Tusculum. They lost in 4 on night 1 and then lost by way of a sweep on night 2. But that was a little bit of exposure, according to Brian Buckius, to some high velocity serves and certainly high level of volleyball on the other side of the net for his group here this year. A lot of underclassmen on this roster. They traveled 19 players, 2 of whom are out of the lineup due to injuries. But he wanted to make this as much of an experience overall as well as a volleyball road trip.
Exactly. And actually, one of the players was a starter. Blankenship was a starter, and he's out with a bad shoulder. He did say, too, that if they're going to make the most of this trip, they were going to hike Diamond Head, I believe, yesterday. And tomorrow they got a luau going on. I like it when coaches do that and give their players the full experience.
Yeah, you mentioned the injury to Kevin Blankenship. He was a starter at the opposite position to open the year. Cameron Reeder, the freshman, who we have seen take a couple of attempts, he is the player who has sort of adopted or inherited some of that playing time here in Blankenship's absence. This has taken a long time here, this challenge.
This is too long. This is really disrupts the flow of the game when they get extra careful, especially when the score is 13-6. If it was 28 all or something, there you can see maybe a little extra time, but not when it's 13-6.
And so it took a few minutes, but I think we would agree that the correct call was ultimately made. An out ball there, and Hawaii gets the point. This run continues, 14 serving 5 here in set 1. Him with the high toss and clips the top of the tape, and the block is up there on that middle set to Jaden Bramhall. Now the swing by Wingo gets Tusculum the point. Declan Wingo, leading hitter, coming in, hitting 198 on the season. He is in his 3rd year with the program, put up really strong individual numbers last season as well.
Picks up his 3rd kill, hitting .333 tonight, almost doubling his normal output.
And that serve goes into the twine, and Hawaii gets to 15 first, so we have a timeout on the floor. Rainbow Warriors with the 15-6 advantage here over the Pioneers. Back time now for the Hawaii Honda Dealers highlight reel, and a bevy of highlights have been logged by this guy, Alakati Todd, already in this match.
Amazing, 5 kills, no errors in 5 tries, hitting a mere 1,000. He's also got a service ace. The only thing he doesn't have yet are a dig or a block, but those will come in time.
Pitching a perfect game here so far through set 1.
6th year, great article on this morning's paper. By
our guy Billy Hall.
Billy Hall.
Over at the Honolulu Star Advertiser. Kai Taylor on the serve there out of that media timeout. Fred Rosenthal lying on the Terraflex, so Taylor actually taking on the setting responsibilities there. Tip over by Reeder. Taylor the save. Back set Todd, and he's still perfect. 6 for 6.
Rosenthal got stepped on with his hand by G. Voss that time. Still was shaking it.
A little bit of carnage on the Hawaii side of the net, and like self-inflicted, right? You had the serve by Sakanoko that hit G. Voss in the dome.
Exactly.
G. Voss is stepping on his setter's hand. Like, you guys got to take it easy. Outside, big swing by Wingo. He's able to unload. That was a huge wind up there.
Kai Taylor getting a little bit of court time there.
Back in for Hawaii, Alex
Here's a look at Jeremy Voss stepping on Rosenthal's hand. Those are some big mitts to step on, too. Hard to avoid.
Yeah.
7 serving 16 here in the first. Tristan Blake with the serve forces the Sakonoko overpass. And then Blake goes outside, Wingo over the block. Right there was Rosenthal. So Thim sets up Louis against a triple block. It does not matter.
Louis is so happy, I think, to be back on the left after trying the right side, giving it his best shot. And he may end up back there, you know, toward the end of the year as a change in lineup. But, you know, right now I think he's just really happy over there on the left, and he can go over pretty much any block.
What a serve there. Some high cheddar by Todd. Good pass, however, and then Reeder sends it over and out. So point for Hawaii. And yeah, a little glimpse potentially into the future for Hawaii with Louis Sakonoko likely to be one of the outside left side hitters for Hawaii in the seasons to come. Welcome back. Don't miss a second of the action. Watch Spectrum Sports on the go. The Spectrum News app has the local sports you love and the news and weather that matter most to you. You can download today on the App Store or Google Play. Philip Umler in the house, taking in the action, and a good seat at that. Former Rainbow Warrior.
He must know somebody. He must know somebody. He probably got through fishing today, too. Even though the weather's bad, my guess is he was fishing somewhere on the island today.
The no-look shaka to the camera was style points for me. 8 serving 18. Here is Declan Wingo. Good pass by Thim, middle set Voss. And that was clockwork.
By the way, Wingo off to a good start. 4 kills, 1 error, hitting .333. Leading all attackers for Tusculum.
That middle set, when you have 6'9" Tread Rosenthal setting it up for Guilherme Voss, who's listed at 6'7". I mean, Rosenthal's even taller than him. It is more of a handoff rather than a set. Looping serve that time by Sakonoko. And then the block is up there on the Landry swing. And then the block is up again. One of those aforementioned big mitts of Tread Rosenthal returns it to sender.
Looks like his hand must be okay now. That's the same hand he got stepped on, so it must be all right.
Just hanging
tap
up there.
Down. Don't you wish you could do that?
Oh, man.
Gravity defying.
Sakonoko tried to unload that time. Again, the toss is a little out in front, it appears.
Again, once you know, like I told you before, when he tosses that high, there's going to be there's got to be room for error. Right now, he just hasn't quite got it dialed in.
Rosenthal with a D set to Todd. Good dig that time by Blake, but a free ball coming over the net. Rosenthal to Voss, straight down to the floor.
The connection seems to be getting better and better between Rosenthal and G. Voss. Gap set right there. Catches the middle blocker who's moving and chasing him. Couldn't quite get there in time.
And we get to see Kevin Calling now on the floor for Hawaii. The 6'7" grad transfer from Lewis. Hurt his ankle, if you remember, during warm-ups of the opening match against Loyola Chicago. So missed some significant time. Here is Keone Thim down the line, but wide. And so Tusculum gets the point. But it's good to see Kevin Calling here on the home floor. 4-year starting setter at Lewis. Was an AVCA All-American second-team selection back in 2022.
Yeah, altogether, I think he had 3 All-American selections, and he was at least 3 or 4 times MIVA All-Conference. And he just comes in just to serve now for G. Voss. He's not getting any setting action. I would be very surprised if he didn't get setting action before the night is over. Because he looked pretty sharp in the warm-up, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and to your point, you mentioned All-American second team in 2022, but was All-American honorable mention the 2 years prior to that.
Anytime we make that All-American list on any of the teams,
That's
it's
right.
good. It's big time.
Here's Matt Moore. Look at that pass there. Taylor West on the outside. The set goes to Landry, and he's able to park it right down the avenue.
Landry wants to major in sports science and sports management. Well, he manages this shot pretty well, don't you think? Three-man block. He finds a little hole.
Tried to add a little spice to that serve as well, but it goes a hair long. So 23 serving 11, and Keone Thim will do the honors here. First ever meeting between these two programs. Tusculum coming from Tusculum, Tennessee, which is a suburb of Greenville in the state of Tennessee. Thim trying to pull the string that time. Outside set, it's Wingo. Good touch up there by Rosenthal. Sakonoko will get a swing out of it. And now it'll be played back by the Pioneers. They go back row. What a one-handed save by Choi. And then it is demolished by Alakaitan, and that gets a rise out of the crowd.
How about that back set? Was that back set from Alex Parks? The middle blocker? Man, they always get very quick. It might have been Rosenthal. I thought it was Parks, though, that back set that ball very quickly.
Like Bucky is even letting a little smile out.
Yeah.
In admiration of that effort by Hawaii. And a lightning bolt of a serve there by Thim. It will be played back, though. Wingo off the block. Punched up by Sakonoko. And now a little pitter-patter back and forth. Wingo again hit it into the antenna. And that is all she wrote for set number one. Hawaii takes it 25-11. They hit 647 for the opening frame. So Hawaii strikes first on its home floor with a new look lineup tonight. Welcome back. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Long's Drugs. The number is 900. That is Guilherme Voss's kill percentage last Sunday against number 13 Ball State. His career high with a minimum of 10 attempts and third best in the NCAA of this season. He is hitting .571 on the year coming into this match and well over 500 for his career. In fact, his hitting percentage puts him number one currently all time in that category in Hawaii history.
Amazing. He's always been an efficient attacker, rarely takes a lot of chances on hitting these really, really sharp angles or trying to bury the ball straight down, which leads to net violations or hitting the ball into the net. He takes pure, efficient swings, and I'm glad that we had that graphic on that because it really does pay tribute to how good he is as a player.
And you saw his numbers through that first set. The question is, will that be the only set that he plays tonight? We have what appeared to be Kurt Neusterer entering the match here for set number two. Of course, already some load management rest for the likes, it appears, of Spiros Hakas and Chaz Galloway. You also still have reserve setter Austin Buchanan, who is unable to participate, dealing with concussion-like symptoms. There you see wearing the shades there along the Hawaii bench. So a new look combo likely throughout this match tonight. You also saw Jabez de la Cruz, 5'10" sophomore, southpaw swinger on the opposite side. Keep an eye on that guy. Number one, his swing is electrifying. Middle set, that's Alex Parks. And he parks it right down on the Tusculum side of the net.
Well, Alex Parks has got to be happy playing this much in his freshman year. Young man out of Marino, had a great high school career.
So here's Tread Rosenthal to serve. Right side, set goes to Wingo, and he's able to drive it through that Hawaii block. So Wingo continues to play well.
Yeah, he's got that high, hard snap, hitting high off the block. Doesn't hit it very low across the net at all. It's a pretty high and hard. Not a bad strategy, to say the least.
5 kills, hitting .231, played volleyball and baseball at Thomas Dale High School in Chester, Virginia. Set a school record by accumulating 34 kills in a single match in his prep career, and then comes up with that save on the Thim swing. That was a hard hammer by Landry, but it goes out past the diving Sakanoko, so Hawaii will pick up the point. And it will be Keone Thim to serve. This is the first of 2 matches between these 2 squads. Of course, they'll do it again on Sunday. And that will set the table for what's going to be a fun series next week when Stanford comes to town. And that's always fun to see Keone Thim dealing an ace out of the deck.
Stanford winning at Northridge tonight.
Yeah, they're still unbeaten, 7-0. And they will run it back with CSUN tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, and I talked to Coach Costi yesterday, and he said, CSUN has always been a thorn in our side. I don't know why we struggle beating them every year, but they really present all kinds of problems.
Outside, and that one hit into the net by Kobe Landry.
This is about the time that I think that Keone Thim with a 4-1 lead likes to ramp it up. We'll see.
Decides to take a little something off, but that was surgical, and it had movement. It was almost like a right-handed version of Jakob Tella, and it's an ace.
Exactly. It had a little tail on it there at the end. Fun to watch that one. I think he's realized that in order to be an effective server, he's got to have some diversity in his tosses and his attacks.
Oh, that one was a hammer. Tried to ramp up the MPHs, but it goes a little long. 3 service aces in this match so far for Thim. 5 total for Hawaii.
Come on, we're still missing the gun, the speed gun.
I mean, we got to get on this. I don't know.
I thought you were in charge.
I don't know.
It does add a whole new element, you got to admit, to the game.
Pass a little tight to the net, but the set goes to Sakanoko, and he goes over the top of Pavez de la Cruz's block attempt. And so a point for Hawaii. Yeah, one of the features I'm sure that would be greatly appreciated if they could put a readable radar gun screen or monitor up at both ends of the arena. They have had that in the past, although the screens and the monitors were awfully small.
They were.
Oh, and Neuster able to slam dunk that one down two-hand style. Kurt Neuster, the 6'9" redshirt sophomore from Indianapolis, able to go back to his home state last week.
And we asked him, so Kurt, how was it? He said, it was gray, cloudy, and cold. I couldn't wait to get back here. Isn't that great?
Did get to see some family and friends, though. Backside, here's De La Cruz. I told you, this guy at 5'10" gets up off of the Terraflex, and his swing looks like he is just trying to destroy the ball every time.
And do you know what his nickname is? Bambi.
Well, the Bam part I get.
Yeah, that must be it. Well, there's his pretty good serve.
That's a pretty good swing by Alaka'i Todd, driving it into that deep corner. And so Hawaii gets to 8, and it will be Alaka'i to serve.
So fun watching a guy like Alaka'i after 6 years of, riding the pine, getting just minimal time, and all of a sudden now he is coming into his own. And really fun to watch.
One hand set goes outside. That one by Landry was blocked back. Tusculum forced to send a freebie back over. D-set, Todd. And he demolishes it. And we're going to get a Tusculum timeout. We'll take a break as well. Set 2. It's Hawaii up 9-3. Alaka'i Todd with 9 kills. Welcome back. Loaded week in Mānoa again. Tomorrow night, this is a biggie. Rainbow Wahine and UC Irvine on the hardwood. 6:30 p.m. is when our coverage starts on Spectrum Sports. It is a battle for sole possession of first place in the Big West standings. Rainbow Wahine water polo team. What a start to their season.
Are you sure that's not a football score?
It could be, yeah. Hawaii fans would love to see a 21-7 win over San Diego State on the gridiron. There are some of the members of the Rainbow Wahine Hoop squad. Imani Perez back after not being with the team last night, tending to a loss in the family. She was willing to share via social media that her grandfather had passed away. So we once again reiterate our support and aloha and condolences and prayers to Imani and her family. But good to see her back with her teammates as well.
I'm glad we showed the water polo score as well, Kanoa, because they pulled off a huge upset of #1 ranked Stanford a couple weeks ago, which was a huge win.
Their first ever win against Stanford in 37 or so tries.
Exactly, and they may have a shot at a run for the national championship this year. Who knows?
And Maureen Cole, the head coach for the Rainbow Wahine water polo team, already talking about this being her last year as head coach. So what a way to go out if they're able to contend for a national title, as De La Cruz hits a hot rod, but it goes long, and Hawaii gets the point.
That was a good swing. I thought that ball might have caught some line, but not to be. But he does have a great swing, doesn't he, Kanoa? He just unleashes. Here's another unleasher right here.
He tends to do that too. The freshman from Paris, France. Took something off that time. Good pass by Taylor West. Outside, it's Wingo, and he was able to drop it into that deep corner. So Declan Wingo with his 7th kill.
Continues to be very efficient, hitting right around 300. 190 hitter on the year. Parks it right in the corner.
So here's Morgan Makovic, a true freshman out of Floyd E. Kellum High School in Virginia Beach, where he played volleyball and basketball. Pass by Choi, tight to the net. How about that set to Neusterer, who's able to plug it through the block. Rosenthal had to contort his body to put up that nectar for Neusterer.
Does that remind you a little bit of the original contorter, Jakob Teller? He used to do that all the time. He made a living doing this. Neusterer right there, ready for it.
And still deliver a little guava jelly there for Kurt Neusterer. Neusterer, the team leader in blocks this season, 21 total coming into this match. Back row set, that's Landry, dug up by Sakanoko. Bump set, Todd from behind the line. And it doesn't matter, Alakai Todd with the Midas touch this evening. Everything he is putting his fingerprints on is coming up golden. 10 kills, double figures now for Alakai Todd.
I think the biggest word to describe his year so far is that he has been consistent. I think he's only had one off night, but it wasn't that bad. But boy, look at this, 10 kills in way less than 2 sets.
Here's Wingo, unable to pull the string. He was far off the net, and then just hit the perfect roll shot.
You know, that's a perfect little beach roll shot, they would call it. Men's volleyball beach is played at Tusculum and women's beach. It's like the sport on campus, by the way. It's like 80 to 90 athletes that are beach volleyball player or indoor volleyball player at Tusculum.
Here's Todd. Oh, that was heavy-handed. Net violation called against the Pioneers. Either way you slice it. Alakai Todd with the little extra chili pepper water on that one. Gets kill number 11. Still no errors.
He's playing like the senior citizen that he is.
And we talk about a guy who has exhibited patience, supporting his teammates over the course of these unprecedented runs in program history as Sakanoko. Some thunder from behind the line.
This is classic, you know. I think that ball by Fred Rosenthal was meant to go to Eleo Choi. Instead, Sakanoko intercepted it.
Louis Sakanoko getting that last kill. As Hawaii got the 15 first here in the second. He's got 4 put downs. No errors. Alakai Todd leading the way with 11 kills himself. And no errors between those two. Just one hitting error, in fact, to speak of for Hawaii. They are hitting 7-14 for the match.
21 kills in 28 tries.
To Wingo, the punch save by Sakanoko, but Thim couldn't return it back around the antenna. He got there, had a beat on that one, but maybe was a little unsure about the distance between himself and certainly our table. It's a little bit of a reconfiguration to the arena this year. The guys maybe still trying to get used to it.
He did say he went up to his teammates right when he walked back there. He said, I was confused. I don't know which way I was turning around.
Outserve, meanwhile, by Wingo. And here is Keone Thim to serve. Good look at Brian Buckius. Mentioned his third season, was named head coach back in December of 2021. Previously coached at King University on both the men and women's side. And King University, not too far from Tusculum, located in nearby Bristol, Tennessee. Meanwhile, Keone Thim back to his usual ways, his fourth service ace of the match. And the Pioneers signal for a timeout. We'll keep things here. Keone Thim, with the 4 races tonight, now has 14 on the season. And we're seeing perhaps a little bit more of a mature version of Keone Thim at the service line.
I would agree. By the way, that was 71 in my radar gun.
Your personal radar gun?
Yeah, my personal radar gun. And he's doing it in all sorts of different ways. He's got that little tail on that one. The breaks off to the left. He's got the heater down the middle. He's also got the off-speed shot, which he often does after a timeout to make sure he keeps the ball in play. But he makes sure he takes a real good look at the passing, the serve receivers to make sure they're very deep in the pattern. If they are, he'll just loop one in short. But maybe he's going to go chase Sakanoko's school record of 9. What do you think, Noah?
Well, I mean, he's off to a good start here. Keone Thim, by the way, hit 76 miles an hour. That was the high last year. That was an ace to close the match against St. Francis. And that one, I mean, I think the arena's still reverberating from just the electrifying moment and response that created. But you're right. The experience here in the arena with the radar gun and the monitors, I think would add, if we can somehow have the community maybe help to figure a way to make that happen. We also thought we were maybe stumbling upon a new feature this evening when the lights went out during the opposing team's introductions, and then inexplicably came back on about 3 intros in. Not exactly sure what happened there. It's a bit of a head-scratching mystery.
It was supposed to go, the lights were supposed to go off when Hawaii was being introduced. They had it all reversed.
It's a work in progress.
They'll learn, work in progress.
Here's Thim, another ace. That's number 5. And we were talking to Charlie Wade about this week, and he was saying the same can apply to Louis Sakanoko, who is still a freshman and maybe still trying to figure out some of what it appears Keone Thim is figuring out. Hey, look, he can hit 76, we know that. But Charlie's saying, hey, look, if you give me 67 and you get it in, or 63 and you get it in, that's pretty darn good too.
Yeah. He wants it in at, between 85 and 95, but Charlie's pretty demanding that way. And he wants it very high in percentage for all of his servers.
Well, that time it definitely looked like Keone Thim was trying to pop 70 plus. Served it out, but you get 5 aces and you have a good stand at the service line. That's sort of the unwritten rule, right? That's the agreement. Charlie will let you tear into one. Todd tears into that, and he is still grooving, cooking with Chiave right now. 12 kills for Alicante.
I think Wingo might have taken an out ball there. He probably thought it touched the block, but it was to Alicante Todd's benefit. Picks up kill number 12 on the night.
Backside, here's De La Cruz. Blocked and roofed. Sakanoko jumping up next to Neusterer.
And De La Cruz was at Concordia Irvine, where Makua Maramoto is now. He was there for a year, did not play, and then transferred to Tusculum.
From San Juan, Puerto Rico. There is Now Kai Taylor to serve for Hawaii. Good swing by Landry, but the up by Taylor. So cross-court set, Sakanoko, 3 blockers up. And Taylor West with the save. Landry again, roll shot, diving save, Rosenthal. And it is hammered home by Makovic.
Again, collisions everywhere on the Hawaii side of the net. Down and determined to start self-inflicting, as you say, self-inflicting wounds.
Back in for the Warriors, Alex Marks for Kai Taylor.
So 9 serving 20 here in set 2.
Kudos to Kai Taylor there for a nice dig to keep that rally alive.
What a serve. The knuckle set there, and Liu Choi had to lay out just to keep the play alive. And then on 2, Tristan Blake able to go off the Hawaii hands and down. Little ad-libber by the 6'3" sophomore in his second year with this Tusculum program.
Interesting story on Tristan Blake. He had played 5 sports: football, basketball, baseball, soccer, and volleyball was his 5th.
And that's an ace. And so these last 2 points, the first 2 natural points tonight for Tusculum. And all of a sudden, they got a run going.
Yeah.
3 in a row here with Jabez de la Cruz. Behind the service line. That time, soft touched it over. Rosenthal backside. Here's Todd off the block, off De La Cruz, and out for a Hawaii point. Todd had his career-high 16 kills against Purdue Fort Wayne. He's up to 13 now, error-free in this match. C-Mac, he's hitting 800.
I'm going to predict right now that he'll break his personal all-time record in kills. Total kills for a match.
Actually, that kill puts him now hitting percentage-wise at 867. Landry blasts it through the block. Got the touch. I've seen Landry take some good cracks at it. He's hitting negatives, but he's at 3 kills now.
He does put a good arm on it.
Also lettered 3 years in tennis in high school, did Kobe Landry. Well, that was a cross-court set that forced Alakai Todd to just soft touch it over, and then much more than a soft touch the other way, coming from Makovic for the kill.
And Mr. just up a little early there, coming down as Makovic was going up.
5-1 burst here for the Pioneers. Sakanoko choosing violence.
It does look like an angry swing, doesn't it, Kanoa? It looks like he's mad at somebody, and he's going to annihilate, maybe deflate the ball. Fun to watch.
And it is awe-inspiring how hard he can hit the ball. Serve, though, a little off here this evening for Sakanoko.
Pioneer server Morgan Makovic.
That's service error number 3. Only 6 serving errors by Hawaii so far.
Here's Todd from behind the line, got blocked back. The cover by Neusterer, so Rosenthal on 2 tried to take a swing at it. Now Wingo the other way, he's smothered. Rosenthal and Neusterer. That's a big old block there for Hawaii. About 6'9", with Neusterer also at 6'9".
And Moore with a nice dig to keep that rally going.
6'5" sophomore from Spangle, Washington.
And now Cole Otmar entering the match for the first time. 6'5" redshirt sophomore from Spangle, Washington. Out of Liberty High School in his 3rd year with this Hawaii program. Pass tight to the net, and how about that play? Tristan Blake able to beat the Hawaii front to it.
That was pretty crafty.
Tristan Blake, a quick thinker, was a member of the chess team back in elementary school. We got to get Tristan Blake and Kurt Neusterer in the same room and see if they can duel over a chessboard one of these days.
Yeah, that would be good to see. Blake is also a twin.
There's a twin brother named Trevor. Outside here's Thim. Oh, he went way up in the stratosphere. And so it is aloha ball here for Hawaii in set 2.
It's fun watching the two 5'10" players, Thim and Dela Cruz, going one-to-one, mano-a-mano at the net there.
Yeah, both those guys have some serious bunnies.
Yeah.
Here's Rosenthal serving for the set. Denied by the net. So it remains aloha ball, and it will be Declan Wingo here to serve. Pass Sakanoko. Rosenthal goes right side, Thim up the elevator shaft, and he drops the hammer to seal the deal in set 2. Hawaii does not commit a hitting error in the second frame. They accumulate 14 kills. They hit 700 for the set, and they will have an opportunity to crack open the broom closet. Pizza Hut match statistics. The one hitting error for Hawaii, that is pretty mind-boggling.
Amazing, hitting 676 to Tusculum's 130. Look at the service aces too. Hawaii 7 aces to 1 for Tusculum. 5 of those aces from Keone Thim. It's been quite a night for Hawaii's outside hitters because Spiros and Chaz are taking the night off. And how about the job that is being done by their 2 substitutes? Louis Sakanoko especially, he's hitting like 625 on the night, 5 kills, no errors. It's really fun to watch. These guys are battling for those outside hitting spots, and they're not going to give up easily.
And therein lies the value of this opportunity for Hawaii, right? The opportunity for Charlie Wade to load manage some of his players, to give some of his key guys, some of his veteran hitters some rest. And like you said, this is a chance to shine for some of these players who don't usually get this kind of playing time, including Oljan Oz, who is going to see action here in set number 3. The 6'8" sophomore from Bursa, Turkey, transfer from the University of Jamestown in North Dakota, an NAIA program. He was an NAIA All-American. Honorable mention in his lone season. And so he's going to get an opportunity as well. And this can go a long way. Absolutely. Charlie Wade is not one to take lightly what these guys do, regardless of who's on the other side of the net or regardless what the conditions are. If they show that under the game lights they can contribute and deliver, he's going to keep that in mind.
I agree. And he's also I think, doing a great job, Charlie is, of making sure that these guys who work so hard at the gym every day are being rewarded with some game time on Friday night.
Sakanoko hits it into the twine. Kevin Calling also out there now as the setter here in set number 3.
First lead of the night, I think, by Tusculum.
1-0 here in the third. And now we're tied.
Notice that Sakanoko now is being asked to go back and play opposite. Alakai Todd is going to take a rest after having quite the night. 13 kills, no errors, and hitting 765. Alakai, amazing.
And so here's Keone Thim. 5 service aces here in the match. Hawaii with 7 total. And it's another one. Make it a half dozen.
That one even wasn't his major heater either. That's the one that's got the real dive on it to the left. Serving area, what they call area 1-to-1. That wasn't quite 1-to-1. It was like 1-to-6, but still, he's really moving his serve around. Look at that, serving down the line, 1-to-5. Or I'm sorry, that was 1-to-5.
the grandson of former Hawaii volleyball coach Mike Wilton. Grandma Kool-Aid, we were told, is in the house.
We've been looking for her. We're going to get a shot of her. We can't find her.
Calling going cross court, Sakanoko. And how about that roll shot?
Ooh, I like the set and the shot.
That was like a masse shot in billiards.
Yeah. Calling having to fire that all the way across court about 40 feet.
Alex Parks with the jump floater there. Rose getting a piece on the block. Here's Thim. Fakes the swing, sets up Sakanoko, who finishes lefty. What was that?
Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. A little flash. A little pizzazz.
I mean, that's just freestyling. They're taking it to the streets.
He took a blocker with him too, which made it easier for Sakanoko.
Last, the serve by Parks goes long. So 3 serving 4 here in the third. Here's Jaden Bramhall, listed as a middle blocker / setter. He was actually the primary setter last season for Tusculum before transitioning to more of a full-time middle blocker. He was also a standout swimmer at Cienega High School in Vail, Arizona. Dad used to live in the islands.
Yeah, he's been here quite a bit. That's an amazing transition to go from setter to middle blocker. You don't see that very often.
Kurt Neusterer able to handle the overpass, and credit Ulsan Ols forcing that overpass from the service line.
While I was around Bramhall, may add a couple more things on Bramhall. He's about the 5th guy in all the bios who loves sushi. He plays the piano, and he wants to go to med school.
Oh, he's going to love the sushi out here on this trip, that's for sure. That one punched over by De La Cruz. Here's Thim on 2. And that time he hit it long.
Oh, I should have sent it out to Sakanoko again.
So 4 serving 6. Alves De La Cruz sending it across. Lightning serve, great pass. Thim, Sakanoko with some power. And a little joust above the tape. And nobody home to send it back over the net for the Pioneers.
Great serve by De La Cruz and an even better pass by Keone Thim.
Keone Thim's passing, because we got to be honest, the Pioneers have had some tough serves tonight. And Keone Thim's passing has become much more reliable here this season.
I would totally agree. He knows it's something that he needs to work on day in and day out if he wants to play full time.
Sakanoko with the heavy top spin. And it's going to be a free ball handled by Choi. D-set, Ols got under it. And sends it out. Ulsan Ols playing in his 2nd set of the season. He is still seeking his first career Hawaii kill. He is with 0 kills on coming into this match, 5 attempts. That was his first official attempt here tonight. But Charlie Wade saying that he has looked good in the practice gym. It's just a matter of translating that, right? Taking that and putting it under the arena lights. It's a different vibe in here when you got, 5,000 or so hanging on every beat.
Exactly.
Serve goes into the 20s. This is the 3rd ranked opponent that Tusculum has played this season. We mentioned the 2 matches against national ranked Ball State. Also went up against then number 19 Charleston back on January 28th. Their lone win came at King University back on the 18th of January. Going over on 2, that was Tristan Blake. You could hear Keone Thim, I think, shouting out the warning like this could come over on 2, and most certainly Tristan Blake with the slam dunk.
That was a very savvy play by Tristan Blake.
Good pass again by Thim. Gets the set on the outside, and he pops it. That one dug up, hit the big screen above, and it will be played on. Calling outside Thim a second time. That will not be returned. Keone Thim with the play counter.
Gets one blocker up. Kevin Calling doing a nice job of getting a split block. Keone Thim has a lot more court to aim for sure.
So here's Kevin Calling. Put a little sauce on that serve. How about Eleu Choi just to keep it alive? Calling laid out. And so give that point to Colby Landry. The fact that we are seeing Kevin Calling and that he is playing now in his fifth, make that sixth set of the season, and coming back from that ankle sprain that he suffered during warm-ups prior to the season opener against Loyola, the fact that he was able to return in such expeditious fashion is actually remarkable.
Yeah, it really is.
De La Cruz, forget about it. Eclipsed. Oles jumping up next to Alex Parks.
Once again, I think we're seeing reserves doing the best they can to play as efficiently as they can, not make many mistakes, be pretty mistake-free, and battle for the job that they're in right now.
Then shoved over by Wingo. A dig there by Calling, and Oles has to send a two-handed free ball over the net. Diving save Calling again, so Thim sets up Sakanoko. That was a hammer.
How about that side set from Keone Thim? That was a beauty. That ball had hit me written all over it. So no spin.
Which position is Keone Thim trying to get more playing time for?
I know.
Is it hitter or is it setter?
That's true.
Welcome back. Rematch between Hawaii and Tusculum going to go down on Sunday. A little bit of an earlier start time. Just after 5 p.m. first serve. 4:30 p.m. is when our coverage will begin on Spectrum Sports. And then not a long layoff for Hawaii before nationally ranked Stanford, currently fourth in the country, comes into the house Wednesday at 6:30 again when our coverage begins on Spectrum Sports. First of two matches, it'll be a Wednesday and Friday set up for Hawaii. Here's Oles going over the top. And more improv there on the Hawaii side of the net.
Nice dig by Kevin Calling. Keep that rally going. And Oles gets his first kill of the year. Is that
there it is.
Once again, you notice who set that? Keone Thim.
Yeah.
He's battling for two spots.
Ripped that time by Jaden Bramhall. Yeah, Keone Thim, who now has 6 aces, 4 kills, and 4 assists. But yeah, congrats to Ulsan Oles, recording his first career Rainbow Warrior kill just moments ago. Here he is, getting kill number 2. Sometimes you just got to get that first one, right?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that was a good swing there. Very good swing. And Louis saying, way to go, son. Welcome to the club.
Backside set. De La Cruz pumps it long. Was there a touch? No touch. Point Hawaii. 14 serving 8 here in the third. Your thoughts on what we've seen from the Pioneers here tonight? Obviously, Hawaii, it has been a bit of an onslaught offensively and from the service line.
In general, like Taylor West has been passing the ball pretty well in the back row, and they handle Hawaii's tough serves. Except for the aces, they handle pretty much everything else. Look at, as soon as I talk about Taylor West, was that the broadcaster's jinx or what?
Yeah, that was all you. That was all you there, C-Mac.
Come on, C-Mac.
Well, the Pioneers still fighting, and that's the main thing, but Hawaii gets the 15 first in the third. Welcome back. Tickets issued tonight, 5,417 through the turnstile, 3,739. And happy birthday to that young Rainbow Warrior volleyball fan. I want you trying to put the finishing touches on a birthday dub for that youngster.
Nice sign. Took a lot of time to make that. That was pretty artistic.
Oh, what a dig there by Thim. Chase down bump set calling. Sakanoko just going to have to send it softly over. Outside the swing by Landry. Goes off the block and out.
Off the block, Landry. Now in for Tusculum, number 14, Joel Dubinsky. Serving for number 9.
So Tusculum hitting 154 here in this third frame. They're at 136 for the match. And now we see Joel Dubinsky, 6'1" freshman from University Place, Washington. And True Frosch sends it into the twine, playing in his second set of the season. The most famous person he says he's met, Micah Christensen.
Jacob Cromwell back in for Joel Dubinsky.
Of course, the former Kamehameha and USC star setter, now starring on the international stage for Team USA, and quite simply one of the best setters in the world.
Absolutely. Playing in Russia right now, and he'll be playing in Paris, the Olympics.
Let's set off target, so free chance here for Hawaii calling. High and away, Sakanoko with the big swing. Block slowed it down, so outside, Landry, tip shot. Oh, and Oles dove past it on that save attempt.
He overran it for sure. And then he couldn't stop himself, so he just threw an arm up. Overrun. Oh, better throw an arm up. Hope that somebody cover me.
It was the right idea. Just a little quick on it. Here he is on the D set. And pumps that one long. And so a point here for the Pioneers. And they have it 11, serving 16. Sort of creeping here in the third, trying to see if they can make a set of this down the stretch.
And Dela Cruz with the most miles per hour serve on this team. I guarantee he'll be bringing it here.
Oh, he did. Forces the overpass by Thim. Middle set and a solo stop. Kurt Neuster, who then points back in the Hawaii bench direction. Looked like he was spocking Milan Zarkovic there on that one.
I think he was pointing to Kapono Faye, because Kapono told him about in the scout. Kapono does the scouting report. See, he probably said to Neuster, "Oh, by the way, this guy hits the wrist away a lot. Get a left hand on him, lean over."
Oh, and calling with the left hand, able to put it down. That's one of the very interesting things about Kevin Calling, is you'll watch him play the setter position, and he can hit with either hand. He can swing fully with the right hand, swing fully with the left hand. That time, he decided to go with the southpaw swing.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to settle up with the University of Hawaii fans.
Well, when he gets his chances to play, we'll watch for that. As he gets passes close to the net, he'll attack him. On the other hand, the other Hawaii setter, Trev Rosenthal, who's almost 6'10", he'll go intercept those balls that are going over the net and still give his hitters a chance to hit the ball. And I think Rosenthal's got to probably be a little bit more offensive down the road as well, to be more diverse. A little bit harder to figure out.
So a timeout here. Tusculum University gives us a chance to talk a little bit more about the background here. A private Presbyterian university, about 1,000 enrollment there in about any given year. Founded in 1794, originally as Greenville College. It is the 28th oldest university in the United States and the oldest in the state of Tennessee.
And I was a freshman there when it opened up, as you told me before the game.
You beat me to my joke. No, but that's one of, I think, the great things that we have seen here in recent years, right? The further expansion of men's volleyball into states and areas, and the birth of different programs around the country. And Charlie Wade, who to his credit has made it a point to play these kinds of matches, whether it be on the road or whether it be to bring some of these teams to Hawaii, because I think he understands the value that that can bring to men's volleyball as a whole.
Absolutely. And he's one of the biggest proponents of growing the game, and he's walked the talk. He's gone back east and played in matches where the school was just starting volleyball. And he continues to do that now, bringing up a school that's this school is just 5 years old in their men's volleyball career. And he made sure that when their coach asked, any chance we could come out there? And Charlie told him a couple of years ago, yeah, I think we can fit you in the 24 season. 2 years they've been fundraising to make this trip happen. 2 years.
Here's Donovan Nye to serve. Turned 19 years old last month, a true freshman. Used to be a gymnast. Says he can still do several flips. Middle set. Oh my goodness. That'll get the fans flipping out. Kurt Nooster laying the smackdown.
You know who else can do a backflip on this team? If you really dig down and find out, Wingo. Wingo can do a backflip.
That would make sense. Hey, if you can get 10 kills and hit 292 against this Hawaii team.
That's true. You should do a backflip.
You probably, yeah. You have the capabilities of doing a whole lot of awe-inspiring stuff.
Yeah, he's having a really good night. This is the player that Cole Otmar, that James Anastasiadis was talking about, said he'd like to see him play tonight. He's getting his chance.
19 serving 12. It's a good serve. Outside set. There's Wingo dug up by Oles, and that one sails over the net. And it was easy pickings for Morgan Makovic. And so Leu Choi back onto the floor as the libero for Hawaii. It's funny, you talk to Charlie Wade about the play of Leu Choi, and basically, in not so many words, his response is, no notes.
Yeah,
I've got no notes.
That's right. That's right.
He's just doing his thing, and we love what he does.
I know, and he works. Some people say, arguably, the hardest working guy in the gym, right there. Farrington grad, and proud of it.
We're waiting something along the official scorers table. Ran into some delays the last homestand as well. As that's an ace delivered by Makovic. And that is the second ace of the match for the Pioneers. But remember, we ran into that software issue where they were having some trouble inputting the substitutes in the match, as back-to-back aces are reported by Makovic. And hold the phone here. It is now a 4-point set three. 3 straight points by Tusculum. Largest lead for Hawaii here in the third was 7. And they're out of system again. Calling, sets up Oles, 2 blockers up. And he sends it softly over. Now the swing by Wingo. The block was late getting there. That's 4 straight points for the Pioneers.
You notice the calm Charlie Wade on the sideline. He wants these guys out here on the floor right now to figure it out on their own. No need for a timeout.
And Makovic misses wide, so Hawaii catches a break. But he had Hawaii on its heels during that service run a bit.
That was a good turn that he had. Didn't miss much by that last serve either.
So 20 serving 16, and here is Kevin Calling. See the right-handed jump serve there. Leo Choi to save. Calling, going outside Thim up on Springs. And he buries it 21-16 here in the third.
Does he have like a trampoline over there or something when he goes to front left?
It sure looks like it.
It's almost unfair.
Some kind of anti-gravity potion. 5 kills for Keone. Oh, calling, ramping it up and forcing the overpass. Then going back roll to Louis Sakanoko with the kaboom.
Sakanoko with kill number 9. Only 1 error. He's having one terrific night. That's another set that he's used to hitting. Lob 4 set to the outside of the go set and the Bic. Those are his 2 favorites. But he's had to learn how to hit all of the D sets in the back row and a lot more right side stuff. But now he's comfortable back there hitting the Bic and the left side sets.
Yeah, that was some serious TNT.
It was.
From Sakanoko. And you just have to continue to remind yourself, this guy is a freshman who has been on campus for a month.
Yeah.
I would say the future is bright, but that goes without saying. Oh, nice swing there by Alex Parks. That was a good connection. Calling to Parks, and Hawaii gets to 23.
That pass just a little bit off the net, and Kevin Calling showing a lot of confidence in his setting of Parks there. That was a sweet connection.
So here is Keone Thim. 6 service aces in the match. And that one is hit wide by Graham Hall, and they will rise here. Over 3,700 strong at Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center for Aloha Ball. And here it comes. Ace number 7. And Hawaii takes it in order. Ekahi Enua Aloha to open this homestand.
Had the radar on that one. 72.
25, 11, 16, and 17. Hawaii utilizing a different combo lineup tonight. Resting Spiros Hakas, resting Chaz Galloway, allowing some of the usual starters to play more sparingly, a load management approach, according to Charlie Wade. And yet, this Hawaii team, certainly on paper, the team that would be heavily favored in this matchup, but still able to perform at an extremely high efficiency level, which is something that has to please Charlie Wade.
Yeah, Charlie Wade's got to be happy with the overall percentage for the night. They hit 586 in the night. Normally they're in the high 300s, so hitting a couple of 100 percentage points higher with a lineup that was changing all night long. That says a lot for how much these subs wanted to make an impression on the coaching staff.
Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. Let's check it out here. Declan Wingo, 11 kills to lead Tusculum. That was the second most kills of anybody on the floor. And he hit 308, had only 3 hitting errors to go along with 2 digs. And Alaka Itad, no hitting errors for him. 13 kills on 17 attempts, hit 765 with a service ace and 2 digs. All right, Charlie Wade is with Scott Robbs.
Coach, congratulations. Extremely efficient night tonight. You got a chance to see a lot of guys out there. Were you happy with what you saw tonight?
Yeah, I mean, really clean through 2 sets, 5 errors, and then we start the third, made 5. Their first 5 points were all our errors, but good to get a number of guys in. Really appreciative of the crowd coming out here tonight. You know, it's been a couple weeks since we got to play in front of them. I know the guys were fired up to get back out here. So, like I've said, we're still a work in progress, still trying to integrate guys in, see what we're going to have available to us down the stretch. But, yeah, pretty efficient from the start, and nice to get another win.
I think the load management's kind of the theme this weekend. Are you going to kind of do the same thing on Sunday? Is that the plan?
Well, it's such a quick turnaround. You know, we scheduled that Stanford match and neither of the coaches realized that the Super Bowl was on Sunday. It was a Friday-Sunday series also, and then we had to move it to Wednesday, Friday, so it's a pretty quick turnaround. I noticed Stanford playing tonight, and they rested their 2 starting outside hitters as well. So, we'll do the best we can on Sunday and look forward to a really tough Stanford team coming in here on Wednesday.
You could have played on the Super Bowl. The Bears aren't playing in it.
Good point. You tell the administration.
And neither are the
that.
Vikings.
Exactly. You could have. But yeah, we don't want to go head to head with that.
All right. Thanks, Charlie.
A lot.
Back over to you, Kanoa.
Yeah, hard to have a Super Bowl match when the opponent is a Bay Area team and San Francisco is in the game. But I digress because my Lions are also not in the Super Bowl. All right, C-Mac, I'll give you the last thought here.
Well, I think it was just a really, really good night all around for Hawaii as far as their hitting efficiency goes, as far as their the play of the substitutes, the continued good play of both setters, Rosenthal and Calling. So many good things happening at every position. Charlie Waite just got to be pleased with the overall performance. I see another repeat of that on Sunday, but I know for sure they're looking forward to Wednesday and Friday against a very good Stanford team.
Hawaii improving to 7-1. Tusculum falls to 1-7. Rainbow Warriors hit .586 for the match, and they accumulate 10 total service aces. All right, that'll do it for us. Don't forget about the post-game show. Corner Crew will break down this victory for Hawaii. But for now, for C-Mac, Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Until next time, we bid you aloha from Mānoa.